Yes, I'm live. All right, guys, welcome back to Ask Jason Anything About Facebook Advertising. Let me take this down. All right, so yeah, this is Jason, a Meta Ads optimization strategist from Malaysia. So a few things, right? So basically, what I do is I help brands take their Meta Ads campaign to the next level with data-driven optimization techniques. So a few ways we can work together. First, if you have been running ads and can't seem to find, like a stable, predictable, campaign that is constantly getting you the result that you want at the cost that you're happy with, well, there's probably something that is wrong with your campaign setup, with your creative direction and all that. And I want to tell you that everything that is not right about the campaign, we can find out from the numbers. So the moment we dive into the campaign, we'll be able to find out whether it's the ad that is not doing right, whether it's the audience targeting or you have picked the wrong objective. These are all the potential reasons why a campaign cannot perform. So if you need help, kind of like first, let's find out what's wrong with your campaign, and I will probably just point you to a better direction on how to better structure your campaign, how to better create your creative, and stuff like that. So if that's something that you want to do, please go to my YouTube channel. That is this one-on-one Facebook ads audit. You can actually click that link and it will take you to my Fiverr gig where you can purchase and audit. So that's, for that situation now. On the other hand, if you have been running ads and you've been getting good results, but you want to take it to the next level, when we say we want to take it to the next level, most people would think that, oh, I want to spend more money to make more money. Here's what I want to actually kind of share with you. Based on I work with a lot of clients, thousands of them from all around the world. I would say, I can safely say that 70% of the campaign that are doing good and ready to be scaled are not optimized. Now, what do you mean by that? Now, let me give you some scenario. Let's say, for example, you're running ads for e-commerce and you're getting, say, good ROAS. Maybe you're spending about 4 to 5 ROAS, meaning every dollar you spend, you get $4 to $5 back in return, which is great. But do you know whether the campaign is optimized? Which means, do you know? Do you know whether your ads is optimized? Meaning, let's say, for example, if you have 5 ROAS, yet your CTR is only 0.5%, for example. Meaning, you're only getting 0.5% of those people that you reach to click on your ad. And the standard in the market, the way we see the benchmark would be 1%. If we are able to find out that, okay, now this is the potential thing that we can try to do, and let's try to run ads or launch ads that might bump the CTR, for example. Let's say if we figure out and we bump it to, let's say, 0.75%. You know what that means? That means you're getting 50%, 50 more clicks with the same amount that you're spending. Okay? Do you think you can potentially get 50% more add to cart, 50% more initial checkout, 50% more purchase? It's totally possible. So the optimization opportunities could be anywhere. It could be the ad creative. It could be the audience targeting. It could be the customer journey. I would say 50% of times when an ad is not optimized, it's actually because of the landing page. For example, you've been getting, let's say, 1,000 clicks. Every 1,000 visitors that you bring into your store, only maybe like 20% of them start browsing your content. That means, well, if we are able to just fix the landing page issue, we might be getting more people to start browsing, and we can potentially get more people to start buying and stuff. So these are all the things that we can find out when we are analyzing the numbers. So same thing, if you want to do that, if you have been running ads, you want to see whether your campaign is ready for scaling, and how do we actually further optimize it to make sure that we are actually getting more results at the lower costs without spending more money. That means getting more money, right? So that's something that you want. You can actually just go to my YouTube channel about it. I probably can just flash it out. So here's the gig, right? If you need help, you want to analyze your campaign, you want to see what's not working and how do we further optimize the campaign before you want to scale your campaign, scan this QR code, which it will take you to my Fiverr gig, where you can, book a 30 minutes one-on-one Facebook ads audit by me. And we will dive into the campaign. First, I'll build you a dashboard where, because every campaign has got different metrics to track. So I will give you all the metrics that you need to track, built in a dashboard. in your ads manager so that every time you can always refer back to the same metrics to look at. And second thing is, I would also analyze the campaign for you. Of course, that's the whole purpose of the whole thing. So I would review your campaign, I will analyze the number, and I will share with you how to analyze this so that you'll be able to do this on your own in the future. And then the last thing that we will do, the third thing would be, I would actually build you a plan whereby I would tell you that, okay, now let's do this first. If it doesn't work, then let's do the second thing, and the third thing. So these are all the things that you can actually do to potentially take your campaign to the next level. So if that's what you're looking for, scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you. Now, having said that, okay, what I do here is I go live every Sunday night answering questions from my community. So basically, if you have any questions, first thing I would recommend you to do is please go to my YouTube channel. I hope you're already there. Just go to YouTube and search for Jason Gunn. And I have posted over 1,000 videos answering questions like this on my AMA. So you can actually just try to search for an answer if you can. Chances are I probably have answered something similar to what you are facing right now. So if you can find an answer, great. Quickly get it fixed and move on to the next thing. There will be 1,000 things to deal with when it comes to meta advertising. So one thing at a time. Now, if you cannot find an answer, doesn't matter. All you need to do is you can just post your question on any of my YouTube videos as a comment. And what I'm going to do is on the following Sunday, I would actually screenshot your question and I would actually answer your questions live like this over here at 10 p.m. Malaysia time every Sunday night. So or you can actually join me on the Sunday night to ask your questions. So if you're here, if you have any questions, just post it in the chat. And what I'm going to do is, after I finish all the questions that I have, I will go back to the questions that is posted on the chat level to address them. So now if you have something that you want quick answers, you say, I don't want to wait until the end of the week, Jason, can I just speak to you? Or you have something that is more private and confidential, you don't want to, to be answered in the public, you can scan this QR code, which it will take you to my Fiverr gig where you can book a 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call with me. And then we can do anything we want. We can go through your campaign to answer any questions you have. We can dissect the campaign, stuff like that, or we can answer your questions, anything you have. So basically, it's 30 minutes, just you and me, to address any challenge that you're facing right now. So if that's something that you're looking for, scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you. Now, if you're looking for the latest and way to learn meta advertising on your own so that you can actually do it on your own, I would definitely recommend my Meta Ads Blueprint 2025. So this is a course that I recorded in end of 2024. I think it's December I launched it. So this is the latest course that I talk about, what's the latest trends on changes and tools and features that you need to leverage on when it comes to meta advertising. Because really Facebook ads change a lot. And I think if you have not been running ads for a while, even you have been running ads before, but you stopped doing it for a while. Now, if you come back, you probably will see a lot of new things that you kind of find it very confusing as well. So I address those things. So that's the first thing I would definitely want you to know. Secondly, I would actually share with you how I design Facebook ads campaign for e-commerce, for lead generation, and for marketplaces. Let's say if you sell on Shopee, Lazada, all those e-commerce platforms. I will share with you how do I design the campaign strategy for each and every one of them. So I do not just show you how do I design. I also share with you how I set up the campaign with step-by-step walkthrough, so that you can learn and do it on your own right away, right? So so that's it, really covered for all the industry. So it's and then after that, I will also talk about the latest scaling and optimization techniques that you need to know. What are the metrics that you need to analyze, or what are the thought process that you need to adapt or adopt in order to kind of like think about optimization, ask the right questions and stuff, and everything. So it's a 4.5-hour recorded training. It's really for beginners and intermediate, even advanced at Facebook advertisers alike. You would definitely find something useful inside. So if that's what you're looking for, scan this QR code, you can purchase the course and start learning right away. So happy learning. And just in case, some of you will come to me and say that, Jason, can you just help me set up my campaign? Yes, I do take a handful of clients where I would design your meta ad strategy and I would set it up for you. So this gig involves two Zoom calls, 60 minutes each. So the first call is we will sit down. We will go through all the, like the KPIs, all the campaign directions, all the goals that you have and all that, and then we would actually design a strategy based on that. So what are the creatives that we should be creating for top of funnel, for retargeting, and what are the budget that we should be allocating for top of funnel and retargeting? How do we structure the audience targeting? How do we structure the campaign? We definitely will have multiple top of funnel and multiple retargeting. That's what we usually do. So yeah, so those are the things. And after that, if you have if you have a landing page, I will also give you my recommendations about certain things to tweak if there is any. So yeah, I would not create the creative for you, but I would give you the direction and give you some samples and the directions. And of course, we can have email exchange to talk about now whether this is the right one. And we can have multiple email exchange on that. So it comes with email support as well. So then you create a campaign. Once you're ready on the second call, I will be setting up the campaign for you with you. So bring anyone in the team who needs to know about this, but the recording will be provided anyway. So you can use this for your future team training. So yeah, then immediately, 2 calls, you have an optimized Facebook ad strategy design and the campaign set up by me. So immediately you can start hopefully seeing better results from what you have done previously. And of course, you can continue to choose if you wish to work with me to continue to optimize your campaign. I would guide you to the direction. I will point you to the direction to start. Otherwise, I will also teach you how to optimize the campaign yourself so that you can, do this on your own. So, right. So if that's something that you're looking for, scan this QR code and I look forward to work with you. Now, let's go through the questions. The first question is coming from emails. And the question is, you have a campaign that is all ready to be launched and it shows error 3858231. I actually looked it up. Not much information about that. And Facebook provided you with a link. And I actually went through the link. It's a very generic link that talks about, Facebook advertising and how to get started and stuff like that. So here's what I have for you. First thing first, when it comes to setup errors, okay, there could be anything. So I really need to dive into your campaign and look through what's really in there. But you can do this on your own, right? Click into the campaign, they will usually point you where is the error. So it's either the ad creative error or it's the campaign setup error or the ad set setup error. So you just need to find out what's the error. Usually it's there, it's quite impossible that Facebook gives you this error and never tell you what it is. So yeah, just click through that and see whether there should be some, like with the red color triangle with exclamation mark in there. So it would actually point you where it is. Try to fix it and just follow the steps to fix it. And usually it will be all right. So yeah, like I say, but having said that, Facebook also, it's quite buggy, especially when it comes to Meta Ads Manager. It's quite buggy sometimes. So what I would actually recommend here is you can try to publish it just don't care about the error. Just launch it. If you think everything is perfect, you do everything right, just launch it. I'd say good chance you might just be able to publish it. Even though that it shows error, you can still publish it. We have done it multiple times because we know that everything is fixed, everything is correct, nothing is wrong with the setup. Publish it, even if it shows error, you might still get through. So yeah, and having said that, sometimes the setup error may not be an error that you really need to address. Like for example, if it's just the ad set and error and stuff like that, sometimes the error is not fatal, meaning it's not in red color, it's in yellow color. Usually you can just ignore it and start and even publish it. So to me is try to publish it, to be frank, and see what really return. If it's the fatal error, then you won't be able to publish, then they will definitely tell you what it is and follow the step to fix it. Yeah. Like I say, I won't be able to help you without looking at your situation. So you try, I gave you a few steps that you can actually try. But after that, if you still cannot find a way, my next best recommendation is contact Meta support and ask them what it is all about and why your campaign is not able to be launched. Yeah. So usually that's that. Because even if you come to me, I can only analyze your situation for you and give you my capability best recommendations on what you can do to get through that. But I would definitely not have the answer for every question. That's what I want to say. So yeah, but having said that, if you want to do that, you can actually use this QR code Okay, scan this QR code to book a one-on-one 30-minute Zoom call with me. Then I will be able to, you share your screen, we go through the whole thing, and hopefully we are able to fix the thing together. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay, right. Thanks for the question. Now, the next question is coming from Marie. Okay, now, Marie, this video, seriously, thanks for bringing this up. I totally forgot about this video because this video was posted in 2019, 2019. It's donkey years ago. So, yeah, you're right. I explained why organic reach is no longer working for businesses, and my statement was organic reach is dead. And fast forward to today, I still stand on my statement that organic reach is dead. But what I want to add on here is it's dead for businesses. You get what I mean? You see, when you are a business, you cannot count on the organic reach to grow your business. So my simple, way of saying this for any business here is if you're running a business, you need to run ads. You don't depend on organic reach to help to grow your business. That's what I want to say. But having said that, Meta, Instagram, Facebook combined, they have turned into a discovery-based social network. Okay, now what's the difference here is this. Back then, when I was doing this in 2019, Facebook was still a place that is really crowded by a lot of, like you add a lot of friends and you follow a lot of businesses, so your feed is only limited to certain things, and Facebook would have to pick what to show to you. But if you realize, I think started about 2 years ago, Facebook started showing you posts from pages or people that you do not follow. Do you see that? Okay, you don't follow them, you don't like their page and all that, but you still see their posts in your Facebook feed or even Instagram feed. That is because Facebook's changed that direction. It turned into a discovery-based social network, because the reason why here is a lot of people stop posting things on Facebook, so they may not have that many things to show in your feed. That just imagine that a lot of your friends are no longer posting things. They won't be showing a lot of businesses, but they don't have a lot of so-called your organic posts from friends to show you, but they still want to make this feed interesting, because that's where they get you stick on it, and that's where they make a lot of money when you're browsing the feed and start seeing the advertisement. So what they do is they turn this into a discovery base, whereby they start showing you content from content creators of like people or businesses that you may be interested in. But usually it's either content creators and stuff and people. It's not really so much about businesses. So I actually started a new Instagram account, I think, and Facebook page about like 2 years ago, and it's purely my hobby kind of stuff. And I enjoy steady growth on both platforms because Meta, Facebook, and Instagram, they recommend my content to people who might be interested in my content. So if you're a content creator, that's what I want to say. Organic reach is not dead. You just have to do the right thing to make sure that Meta notice that you are creating good content, and they will start posting. I mean, as in like sharing your content to people that do not follow you, which would help you gain followers and like from there and extra exposure. But that's another thing that we have to talk about, in terms of the content creation strategy and all that. That's really something that you probably would have to spend a lot more time and effort in doing it. And it's really something that is depending on the algorithm. Still, you have no control about it. So if you're doing this only for hobby and everything, like it's not business, just keep on doing it. And eventually you will start getting tractions and all that, everything's going to be okay for you. But if you're running a business, my best answer to you is you still have to run ads, because you would not have that much time creating content that engages with people, that gets people to like and comment and share, that turns you into, Facebook's favorite or Instagram's favorite to start promoting your post to other people. So here's what, the reason why I do this part of revisiting this video. Thanks to Murray for commenting on this. I think it's really beneficial for us to know the new direction of Facebook and Instagram. And, if you're running a business, I would say seriously, creating content is not that, I'm not saying that creating content is bad, but it's unpredictable. It's not within your control. if you want something that is predictable and controllable, you got to run ads, and you really need to learn the right way to run ads. That's what I want to say. Okay. So yeah, but thanks for bringing this up, Murray. Really, it's really good. And yeah, another comment from Murray. You're saying that it's beneficial for me to put links in my video description. I do have it in my normal videos, but I don't put it in my Ask Jason Anything. Yeah, I probably should consider putting it in every one of them, just in case people like to click on it. But thanks for the recommendation, Murray. Now, yeah. Then the last question I have for today is, NCE Pingo is asking, you're interested in Facebook ads for Shopee course. You couldn't seem to find it in the link now. Can I provide a link? Okay, now here's the thing. Yes, I have a Facebook ads for Shopee course, but I discontinued it because it's already outdated. But if you want to learn Facebook ads for Shopee or Lazada, I would recommend Meta Ads Blueprint 2025. So this is a 4.5-hour Facebook ads course or Meta Ads course that covers everything you need to know about Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, Meta advertising right now. So 4.5 hours, what do I cover? First, I talk about the latest tools and features and trend and direction. So a lot of things change when it comes to Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising. What are the latest tools that you can leverage on to get you potentially better results and all? So I would go through all the latest changes, okay, in 2025. That's really important because a lot of businesses are still not leveraging on this and they are leaving a lot of money on the table. So that's the first thing we talk about. Second, I share with you how do I design Facebook ad strategy for e-commerce, lead gen. And when I say e-commerce, that also involve, e-commerce marketplace like Shopee and Lazada. So there are a lot of updates in my strategy. So I will share with you the latest strategy. We will have multiple top of funnel, multiple retargeting, different way of kind of like reminding people about buying and all that. So it's a strategy that I walk you through. And I would actually share with you how do I set up the campaign based on the strategy that I designed with step-by-step walkthrough. So I don't just give you the idea. I walk you through on how do I set up. So yeah, we will go into the ads manager one step at a time. I will teach you how I set up the campaign. Why do I use this feature instead of another and stuff like that. So you will learn and you'll be able to do it on your own, that's for sure. And aside from that, I will also share with you the latest optimization and scaling techniques, when it comes to Facebook ads. Basically covers everything you need to know. So it's a 4.5-hour recorded training. You can just purchase, sign up, and start learning right away. You don't need to wait for anything. So yeah, so that's great. Now, if you're signing up now, I'm not sure when you're watching this video. At the moment, we are still offering one free session of one-on-one, 30 minutes with me. So that is usually at the moment, as I'm making this video, I usually charge $75 for that. But when you sign up for this course, it's even lower than that. Plus the free, like one-on-one session, it's totally a bargain. You definitely want to steal the deal, So scan this QR code and happy learning. All right, so that's all the questions I get here. Let me see. I have something from, now I have a question here. So it's coming from Unstoppable Prussian. So Unstoppable, you're saying that you do drop shipping in India. Basically, you're testing products currently. So could you please give me a proper setup for testing? Should you go for advanced, Advantage Plus campaign or manual? Okay, now here's the thing. I'm not an expert in drop shipping. So here's what I know about Advantage Plus shopping campaign. It works really well for an e-commerce website that has been getting good results consistently. Like, for example, I've got a client who's doing e-commerce for nail polish. Okay. So we've been getting consistent results for about 6 months now. It's a new website launched in a new country. So we've been getting good results for 6 months. And after getting good results for 6 months, we launch Advantage Plus campaign. We get way better result because in the last 6 months, Meta has been learning really well about what are the people that might be buying their products and stuff like that. So yeah, in my opinion, if you have an e-commerce website that has been selling the same thing, you're building your own brand, and you've been getting consistent good results, it's definitely beneficial to start launching Advantage Plus shopping campaign, because Advantage Plus shopping campaign leverages on your previous learning, as in like they need to learn. The pixel itself has to be well trained in order for the Advantage Plus campaign to start to get good results. Otherwise, my other kind of clients, I've worked with several clients that are new, fairly new in the market, whereby the website is new, the e-commerce website is new. we don't see that good result. Frankly, we don't see good result when we launch Advantage Plus shopping campaign because we have not been getting a lot of sales on the website. Meta do not know who are the people who might do the same thing. So that's my simple observation based on what I know working with clients from different industries and countries about Advantage Plus shopping campaign. So back to your question. If you're having a drop shipping website, I would still recommend to do manual testing. But having said that, manual testing also has got different setup. So I don't know what you sell for sure, but I would say because drop shipping is quite unpredictable because we understand that you have, like your limited resources and then we are not spending that much until we find a winning product, right? So, based on what I know, frankly, like I say, I don't have a lot of experience with drop shipping because I'm not really an expert in that, but based on my e-commerce knowledge, because I work with a lot of e-commerce clients on Facebook ads, but having said that, they own their own brands and stuff, right? I would still say that, like manual setup, you can actually try to go broad. So that will leverage on Meta's algorithm to really kind of like help you reach more people. And you make sure your ad is really, really dialed in that really tell people what you sell. So, because that would also help Meta algorithm to match the right intent to catch people who might be interested in your product. So the idea here is, in my opinion, like that's what I will always like to say. Meta ads is now intent-based. The best way to target your audience is actually to create an ad that really tell people what you sell right away, so that people can decide whether if they're interested, they will look at it. If they're not, they just go, because that also will help the algorithm to match to actually help you show your ad to people who are actually looking for your product, even when they browse other websites and all that, because that's how the algorithm work right now. So that's what I have. But having said that, Prashan, if you want to learn more about the latest way to design campaign strategy to set up and the optimization and scaling, I would still recommend Meta Ads Blueprint 2025. Scan this QR code, and this will be a good course that I believe can help you if you're new to Facebook advertising, or if you've been running ads and you can't seem to find a better way to do this. This will give you a different perspective to look at this thing. All right. So thanks for the question. Thank you everyone who's watching this. And if you have any questions, just post your question as a comment on any of my YouTube videos. And I'm going to answer questions live on the following Sunday at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. All right. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Good night. Have a good week ahead. Bye.